Right then, I've had a little bit of a tidy up. I found my workshop, look at that. Got my lights sorted, slightly better lighting than before. Apologise for the resolution on the previous video. I've set the camera to a low resolution to try and increase the record time, but the resolution was horrible, so I've upped it a little bit. So yeah, I've got my billboard ready. Hopefully there'll be something on that fairly soon. Park that under there. I found some tools. I haven't got everything out and about yet, but you know, I can start with this. This is fine. So I've got some ideas to build. Don't know what I'm going to do first, but one of the things that's been on my list for a little while is this Kilcraft Hurricane, just because I built it as a wee lad. So I think I built this when I was about 16, 17, something like that. No idea, but around about that age, so quite a long time ago. I don't really like the Kilcraft plans as such, but sentimental reasons makes me consider that. Other than that, I do favour the comic kits. I haven't got the comic kits out of my system yet, so I've printed off a few comic plans. I've printed them on A4 paper just so I can look at them and enjoy the plans without having to print off the big spread, because they're a bit cumbersome. You know, I quite like sitting in bed and just perusing the plans on an A4 piece of paper, and it's less printing. So yeah, comet I like. I built a comet before. I built this Bristol Fighter. That's a comet kit. Nice lightweight little build. Quite a small wingspan, quite a small model, covered in spider webs. Quite a nice little fly, really. Not for outdoors. It'll only fly indoors. It's, you know, quite a delicate little thing. But yeah, let's see what I've got on my list. I need to shortlist some of these. It's not in a very organised pile, I'm afraid. So the Glossy Gauntlet, that appealed to me, so I printed that off. Quite a complex little thing. Lots of parts. Not a stringed fuselage, which I quite like. Quite fancy doing that. And it's just a really nice looking aeroplane. Quite a nice looking model. What's the wingspan on here? I haven't got my goggles on. 21-inch wingspan, so it's a nice size actually. Yeah, so that's a really nice plan. I'm definitely going to build that one day. I'm not sure it's right at the top of my list, because there's some really nice plans here that really appeal. Fokker D7, that's just been on my list for a little while. Again, that's a comet kit. Rather like the idea of doing one of those. This is the parts list for Stormovic. Again, it's comet. I've hit the comet kit list just because I know I like them. So low wing monoplane, I quite like the shape of that. I quite like the layout of that. I think that'd be a nice flyer. I just think that would be a good looking model, really. And again, it's a stringed fuselage, which I quite enjoy. But I really like this Westland Wallace. That's really appealing to me at the moment. I love the shape of that fin. It looks like a bit of a brute, and there's quite a lot of detail on the plan, so I can really enjoy that. I can get into that, and there's a gun on it. I do like building a gun. String is on the top, so best of both, really. It's going to have quite a small prop. It's a little bit like the Bristol Fighter. It's got quite a short undercarriage, but you know, if I build it light, I don't really care. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's quite a few pages to that plan, so let's get out of the way. Oh yeah, this is definitely appealing to me. It's a Stop with Camel. Never built a Camel. Quite fancy a Camel, but this is a 36-inch plan, 36 wingspan. That's a nice size. That's nice and big. Nice big lightweight model for indoor kit scale. Yes, please. So that is definitely appealing to me right now. And more appealing to me than the Kilcraft plan for the Hurricane, I think, is this Comet Hurricane. I've been looking at this for a while. I built the Comet ME109. This would be a nice one to go with that. Comet Hurricane, nice lightweight build. I think that's more likely to be a nice lightweight model, better flyer maybe than the Kilcraft. I don't know why I like the comet kits so much. They just are very appealing. I haven't really looked far beyond the comet kits, but I have had this in my sights. This popped out at me. The Otto Former kit, 22-inch number American. Is that the wingspan? 22-inch? I'm not sure. I think it might be a bit bigger than that. I can't read what the wingspan is at the moment. Problem with printing out plans on A4 is that sometimes you can't read the writing. and my eyes aren't what they used to be, so I'm not sure what the wingspan is, but it's a twin, so it's not a very sensible choice, but I do like making non-sensible choices. I don't really care if it's a good idea or not. I build what I like, and to hell with it. So I built a P38 Lightning partly because it was a twin and it's a silly choice for indoor kit scale. This is no different. I don't know if this is what's going to come out of my building workshop in the next month or two, but it might well do. I really fancy that, and I quite like this Otto format chap. This Otto, I've forgotten his name. Joe Otto, that's right, I think. Was it Joe Ott? Joe Otto? Joe Ott. I think it's Joe Ott. And I've read an article or two about him from the aeromodeller a few years back. Yeah, that's appealing to me, even though it shouldn't. It's just not sensible. Fokker D8, Keelcraft again, but this is again sentimental reasons. I built this when I was about 15, 16. It didn't fly because I put it was my first laminated prop. It was never going to work. Thinking about it now, it wasn't. You know, the prop just was. You know, it wasn't a flying prop really. It looked nice, but it didn't have the pull it needed. So that was a fail. No idea what happened to it. I probably trod on it. So I quite fancy building that. So if I did a Fokker D8, it would be the Keelcraft kit, just for sentimental reasons. Good enough reason for me. And this thing is appealing to me because it's a parasol, and I haven't built a parasol aircraft for ages, and I really love the shape of those wings. And it's got a gun. I do like a gun. So yeah, US Army Douglas Observation Y1043. I don't know quite how you're supposed to say all that, but that looks good. Again, that's Comet. So most of these on this list, on this pile, are Comet kits because I like them. Keelcraft is coming out of the woodwork for sentimental reasons. And then there's that Joe Ott kit, which is a twin. Not a good idea, but to hell with that. Who cares for good ideas when you can do a bad idea? So yeah, let's see. If I was going to do a shortlist now, which might change, I would think probably not at this moment in time the Keelcraft. So I'll park the Keelcraft Hurricane. Let's see what I end up with. I really like this parasol US Army Douglas Observation. That's sort of there. I think let's park the Fokker D8 for the moment. I really want to park the twin. Part of my head says park the twin, Rich, but I'm going to keep it on the table for the moment. Comet Hurricane I think can wait. Really want to build that one day, but not right now. The other Hurricane I fancy building is Doug McHard's Hurricane plans. Are nice for rubber power. So I don't know if I'll build that one first or this Comet kit. But anyway, I really like the idea of a 36-inch camel Comet plan. So that's definitely going to stay on the table. And I also really like this Westland Wallace. That's definitely going to stay on the table. I think I'll park the Stormovik and the D7. So there we go, we've got a short list of Westland Wallace, Joe Ott's Bomber twin, and the US Army Douglas Observation Parasol. What's it to be? Nothing like a short list. Have I missed one? I felt there's a camel missing. Where's the camel? That's definitely on the list. Can't take that out. That's one of my favourites. Temporarily lost it. Doesn't take long to lose stuff, does it? Where's that gone? Ugh. Oh, there it is, hiding. So I've got a short list of 4. Camel, Wallace, Joe Ott, twin, or the Douglas Observation thing. I don't know. Those are the choices. I'll go and think about it. But I've got a workshop. Next video will be me getting my plan sorted, blown up to full size, and then I'll make a final decision, I think. Okie dokie.